Hi, this is David Stinnett doing a demo for Spots. This is our basic page layout with HTML and CSS. HTML file is laid out pretty simply. We have our meta tags up here, things like description, the author of the page, some SEO keywords, title of the page is here. Then we have our links that bring in the index.css and the favicon. Moving on to the actual meat of the page, we have our header here. So this is our header, which is basically just the header image. We jump into the CSS. We can see that the header is just a flex container. This is the same method we used for the footer as well. The exact sizes are a little different, but the implementation is basically the same. Just having it be flex containers makes sure they take up their entire row. Keeps everything centered automatically, no matter the size of the page. Moving on to the profile section, that is defined here. It has our image, a div that holds our profile content here, and then another button for adding new posts. Jumping over to the profile, CSS, you can see it's a flex container that automatically lays it all out as a row. We add some padding to everything. So the way we did the layout here is this whole profile is a flex container, and then our profile column is also a flex container. So it's a box inside of this larger box. The profile column is laid out, flex direction column. That keeps it aligned as a column the way we wanted, given the Figma layout. And then we have our go down add button. We use the margin left and margin top to kind of push it over all the way to the other side of the flex container. And then we define the colors and everything as we want it. Moving on to the cards, that is, this section here is cards. And then each card also has its own CSS file. So we'll jump to the HTML first. We can show what that looks like. So here's the section for cards. Just 6 of these repeating list items inside of a unordered list. So looking at the individual card, that is what that looks like. We just have our image. Each card has a different image, different content inside of it, but the layout of each card is basically the same. It's a image with a div underneath it. So we will jump over to the CSS. So we set our margin, so we have a little bit of space here, and then also our border bottom to cut off each section so it's nice and visually appealing. And then as needed, we have our media queries so that everything is still styled per the guidelines on multiple screen sizes. So for the cards themselves, though, the card list we have styled as a grid. And the reason we did this is just a pretty textbook application. We wanted to make a literal grid of items, and the CSS grid allows it to automatically stack for different screen sizes. Something you'll notice we also have for our profile section, we have meaty queries for that as well. So rather than having this row layout, it jumps into a centered column, which is defined here, flex direction column, with everything centered.